What can I get for you?
Beer. Beer will be fine.
Any particular kind of beer?
Whatever you got will be fine.
Beer it is. For the man with no preference, apparently. Here you go. One glass of whatever you got.
Funny, I bet you get a ton of tips.
Whatever. I am who I am. Not going to pretend for people. You got a name?
Cal.
I'm Janice. What brings you in here today, Cal? You aren't a regular. They don't get many outside of the regulars this time of day.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, fine. I'll be around if you change your mind.
Wait. Janice? Janice, was it? Maybe I do want to talk. You seem like the kind who might be able to help me.
Sure. Place is slow. I got time. What's on your mind? Girl trouble?
No.
Guy trouble? I don't judge.
No. It's nothing like that.
Work?
No.
Well, if it ain't girl trouble and it ain't work, I'm about out of normal topics people in here want to talk about.
It's a bit more complicated than that. Janice, have you ever had a memory that you sure is true, but you can't seem to prove it?
Like where I put my keys. Oh, yes, I have that all the time. Once I was going out and...
No, where would you put your keys? It's more complicated than that.
Oh, well, once I was sure I had bought some bagels, but look as I might, I couldn't find them. That sort of thing.
Actually, that's kind of closer to what I'm thinking.
Well, I'm sure you'll find your bagels. Another beer?
I'm not talking about bagels.
Well, what then?
It's going to sound kind of crazy. Promise you won't laugh.
Trust me, I have heard just about everything you can imagine. I had a guy come in here once and tell me he was a dog. For real. He said that a witch had changed him into one. Thought he might piss on the floor.
Not like that, but maybe kind of like that. What if I told you, like, how do I put this? What if the world didn't seem right to you?
Oh, I get that. Politics these days are enough to make you question.
No, not like what. That's not what I mean. What if I don't know if the world you see, the buildings, the people, the events, they all seem like you remember, but something seemed off.
Off? Off how?
Let me put it this way. Do you like science fiction?
Science fiction? What does that have to do with anything? You sure you didn't start drinking before you got here?
Just answer the question.
Science fiction? Okay, no, I don't really like it. I mean, I've read some. That was mainly for school.
Okay, well, in science fiction, a popular trope is to...
What?
A trope. It means a common or overused cliche. Anyway, a common cliche is the guy who goes back in time and changes the present.
Okay. Like they kill Hitler or something?
You're right.
Oh. I read a story once about a guy who stepped on a butterfly and changed everything. Kind of cool.
Okay, that's the idea. What if I told you someone did that?
Did what? Stepped on a butterfly? Or killed Hitler?
I have no idea, but I just feel like something's changed. I can't put my finger on it. but I'm sure of it. The world isn't the same the one as I remember.
What's changed?
Like I said, I don't know. I just feel it, you know?
Okay, I'll play along for a bit. If someone went back and stepped on that butterfly, how would you know?
That's a good question.
I mean, none of the rest of us know. Why would you know?
I wish I could answer that.
I mean, not that I believe any of this for a second. Time travel? Please.
I know it sounds crazy, but you know, you said you wanted to hear what was bothering me.
So you think that time travel, which isn't real, caused things to change, and now you're the only one who realizes it? Is that it?
Sounds kind of crazy when you say it like that.
Sounds certifiable if you ask me. Speaking of which, don't you think you should talk to a professional about this and not a bartender?
Professional.
Yeah, you know, shrink.
Okay, I already did that.
And
She said I was paranoid, delusional. She tried to prescribe something to make me feel better.
that would be my approach. Or drinking. Either one should take care of the problem, make it go away.
I don't want it to go away. I want to figure it out. What happened? What the hell is different?
So let me ask you this. In your memory, was there a revolution, a civil war,
Sure.
World War One, Two,
Hitler and all that stuff. Yep.
Kennedy shot?
Uh-huh.
I
Yep.
could go on, but you see my point. Nothing sounds any different.
You do have a point.
And let's say you're right. Things are different. What would you do?
Nothing, I guess.
Right. You just have to roll with it. Besides, since you can't even figure out what may have changed, I say just don't worry about it. Chalk it up to a weird dream and move on.
Maybe you're right. You know, thanks. I really appreciate you. Been really helpful. I appreciate you listening to me.
All part of the price of a beer. Speaking of which.
Oh, yeah, sure.
What's this?
The beer.
What is this stuff supposed to be?
What do you mean it's supposed to be?
Is this like antique money or something? Like before the second revolution?
The what?
The second revolution, you know, when the government collapsed and we had to join the EU. I heard they switched currency back then, but I never saw any of it. Sorry, I only accept good old euros, or the currency of the realm, as the king likes to say.